from here back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do. There was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare. But when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for help, to be someone among others, I've got to try it. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. If I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I fall asleep when I'm home. When I'm there's no way my love will rise. I can see my life is crap. I have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain, the feel. Just out of reach of the fire. Was not aware of the
It is Street Stock A Division, brought to us by Supreme Sim Racing Team. Look for the SSR in every time you're logging on to go do some races, and if you are good enough, they may ask you to join their team. This is the Gambler Motorsports pre-race show, like we said, with the Street Stocks here tonight at Volusia Speedway Park, the big half mile. Gambler Motorsports, of course, is an esports team. Actually, this weekend for the sports cars, and then next weekend for the big ones. Go to Gambler Motorsports on Facebook to follow them. Let's take a look at the NSM division standing. Miller, Steven Spees, Philip Gaughan, Troy P. Stewart, and Jeffrey Parker round out the top five. Make sure to check out the division standings. White is behind the scene pushing all the buttons. He just pushed the right button so that I can see what I need to see up here. Joe, how are things in North Carolina tonight?
Pretty good, man. What's going on? Just hanging out. At least it's not too cold outside. But
in the morning, it was a tough commute for everybody.
I mean, that's good to know. I mean, I know we just got
the name's escaping me, down in South Carolina for this weekend. But Volusia, of course, both World of Outlaw Sprint and Late Model Series will be there. Very nice, right? What more do you want to do?
You know, it's in great, normal, but we'll have big crowds, you know, come back in and so forth, have an interaction.
Well, I have friends of mine in Florida, say from all around North America, for the street stocks. And of course, remember, this is the first of just two races tonight. We'll be back later on with the Elite Division, brought to us by Us Weekends Flying Sprint Cars right after that.
You know, and I've always said, these street stocks, the last standing races week in and week out, because sometimes, you know, what the street stock cars have been very expensive. That is just, I've never drove them, so I don't really know, but I can say a handful and a difference of a learning curve there.
Really is. I mean, the street stock, you got it. We've watched these enough. You get some wings on it, and that is all there is to it. But that is a full-blown race car. Qualifying, by the way, just got underway with Vanderbilt qualifying sessions. We get
absolutely, and it's going to be televised to get out there. Yeah.
The broadcast, it's not working worth a crap on.
See how this all goes here in the next few moments, but we will have qualifying heats as of now taking place here at Volusia Speed. We'll crisscross going to the dirt races at Volusia during the week, and then sometimes heading for the other races at Daytona behind the scene as we get ready to go for qualifying heat race number 1. Here is how they will go for this one. Stephen Goldner, the number 30, will be on the pole. Zach Chatter. So in this case, they did. In cars here in the street stocks, we're waiting for a couple of guys to grid up, as actually just one we're missing out there right now. I think it's Zach Chapman. As soon as CNC machining, I know a lot of you may put the ones with the metal post. I mean, they're cool, especially when you get them and they say champion on them, but wouldn't it be nice to have some big cars? This track is one of the ones that you really think about, and a big thanks to Wash Weekend Speedway Race Source for everything they do to make that happen. So back-to-back racing action here tonight. Lights are off on the pace truck. Looks like it may be heading off the speedway here in just a moment as we are ready to go here in the first qualifying heat of the evening. Wicked Wednesday here in the GeForce Racing Leagues. If you're new to this, well, they have some leagues for you too. There are some that used fixed setups. One of them that jumps out to mind is the 358 Modifieds on Monday at 2. They also do some road course racing on Sunday night. GForceRL.com is how you can always find out more about this league. So I know a lot of you, they may be like me and still learning, and maybe you're not comfortable yet. Well, GeForce RL has a lot of ways for even you to become a part of this. Stephen Goldner on the bottom, Zach Chapman on the high side, Goldner in the black and white, number 30 on the inside, going for the lead. And you see the 007 down there. That's LWY's. He started 5th, but now shown in 4th. The red, number 96, that is Kyle Parker joining us here in just a little bit as soon as he gets all that stuff taken care of. There was an issue earlier with the first server that was set up. This is the reality of online racing a lot of times. That's just the way it goes. Zach Chapman on the outside. He came and now switched down to the bottom side of the racetrack, and he's making that work as he's inching his way ahead of Goldner for second. You see LWY's and the 007 trying to get that bottom to work. Kyle Parker is in the black 013. He's the car on the outside sitting 5th. Now, he is not in a qualifying spot right now as they are only taking the top 4 and moving them into the feature here this evening. So something's got to give as we have 5 cars going for that final qualifying spot. Little tippity tap on the back there as Shaw had a little contact there with Zach Chapman. It's Volusia. It's a sweep on the outside, and the track does change over the course of this race and over the course of the night. And so we'll see what he can do with those. She needs something to happen to get in here. As you can see, Parker taking a peek to the inside this time as they come off of turf of turn number 4. Last lap here in qualifier number 1. 3 wide almost for a moment as Shaw tried to get down here on the inside. This is A&J Custom Creations. Final corner. Who's it going to be here in qualifier number 1? There you go, Mike. I got that in for you. Zach Chapman. Actually, Kyle Parker does get the win over Zach Chapman. Stephen Shaw Jr. ends up in 2nd. Stephen Goldner rounds out the field in 4th. So qualifying heat race number 1 is now complete. Again, it was Goldner, Chapman, Parker, and Shaw. Wise, Shaw Sr., Goldner. They will head to the B main. Next race coming up here. Let's set the grid for you for qualifying heat race number 2, and we'll see a nice video later from Makoni Setup Shop. But basically, what they're going to do is they're going to get you in the ball game. Like a lot of folks, we're throwing darts at a board, trying to figure out setups. I know I am, but they want to work with you on setting up your cars. They've had a relationship with the GeForce Racing League for quite some time now, so they of the pack here. So this is heat race number 2. Once again, or will end up qualifying, and actually they did not invert the qualifiers, so Daniel Vaught was fastest in this heat. His gold number 180 will start on the pole. Again, top 4 get in. That's how you get with it. I see some guys were discussing gears and things of that nature on here as well. Big half mile here at Volusia, storied track. Starts out the season for a lot of teams from all over the country. We'll head down there, Bubba Raceway Park, some of the other ones down there in Florida to get their season started. And of course, Daytona goes this weekend with the first of back-to-back races on the road course. And actually, the second NASCAR race of the year is going to actually be on that road course. I am actually looking forward to NASCAR doing more road courses, and I know a lot of you guys don't go with that because I know that whatever I like is usually not what everybody else likes. Vaught and Gom on the front row. Philip Gom again reminding you that number that's on the back of his car that you might see in some of the camera shots here. If you know anybody who is you're worried about maybe suicide hotline, that's what his whole design of his whole car is about. So never give up, guys. Daniel Vaught, Philip Gom out front. William Watson, the 88, now up in second place. They are side by side for the final qualifier. A little contact between Vaught and Gom as Vaught came up the racetrack. Gom got into him a little bit from behind. That opens up the inside now. And that is going to be William Watson, who is now up to position number 2, that black 88. Looking real strong early on here at Volusia. Qualifying heat race number 2 of 4 here this evening. Top 4 get into the show. Bottom groove, top groove. Top groove looks a little bit better right now as Vaught has it going in the 180. The blue car back behind him there, that is Philip Gom. He's trying to make that work. Vaught, Watson, Gom, and Rantham is in the 222. No colors this week for Shane Rantham, as taking a peek is William Watson down on the inside. These are Chevy Camaros. As you can tell, they got the new nose with the old tail, but basically they're the F2 design that was so common in the 70s. I think 80, 81 might have been the last year they went with that design, but we have quite a battle up front here at Volusia. Vaught trying to pull away. We've seen this before. Watson in the 88 can peek his nose down in there and take a look, but because he's running the bottom, it seems like Vaught can always get on the gas and get the car straighter a little quicker and is able to hold them off. They're working lap number 5 this time. They'll be working 6 when they come around. Top 4 now, a little more established than they were before, as Jack Hitt running back in 5th, but he is a good 7/10 of a second behind the 4th place car. So it looks like these 4 that you see at front will be the drivers that will transfer and make it into the feature here tonight at Volusia Speedway Park, the big half mile down in Florida. Vaught still working the outside. This is about the farthest underneath him that Watson has been able to do so far. Still can't seem to find a way to clear him. Gom in the blue 32, and now getting into the mix is Shane Ramthan. Ramthan, remember, is doing very well in this series. He is second in the point standings, so he would like to be able to move up just a little bit. Remember, there are some drops and things of that nature, so a little tough for them to figure that out at the end of the year. As I believe we've got 28 cars here tonight, so unfortunately some will be headed home this evening. Ramthan going way low back there to try to get by Gom for 3rd position. Missing all the fun is Daniel Vaught, but I guarantee you he is fine here on the last lap as they work here, trying to hold on and get the win. It is going to be Daniel Vaught with the win. William Watson will finish in position 2. Philip Gom comes home 3rd, and Shane Ramthan does get the final qualifying spot. Rest of the drivers will be heading to the consolation race as we are ready to go here again in qualifier number 3. And in case you're wondering, Joe White is here. He is working on some things behind the scenes, so we're hoping that we'll get him back up here in the booth with us here in just a moment. Qualifying heat race number 3 now beginning. Brought to us by, and I didn't know this, Howard Hanna Real Estate. They're the #1 family-owned and operated independent. Get a hold of Scott Hurwitz, HERWITT, Hurwitz at ymail.com. I mean, this guy's done everything. Whether you're looking for a house that a NASCAR driver would like to buy, or something, maybe a first home, something like that, something for your parents, a retirement home, wherever it is in the country, the folks at Howard Hanna Real Estate can help you. So they are all the way around. So no matter where you are, whether you're real estate. Here's how they go here. Todd Shaw, Ron Snyder, they will be on the front row. Field Miller and Rob Shaw will start in row 2. Andrew Smith, G.J. Boydell will be in row 3. And all by himself in the 4th row. Is he out there? Lane Snook, yes, he is. A couple drivers had EOL, and it's end of longest line is what that stands for. Field Miller and G.J. Boydell were both given EOL penalties, and that is why they are starting at the back. This, again, is qualifying heat race number 3 here on the GeForce Racing League. Again, make sure to look us up, GForceRL.com. Find out how you can be a part of this. Of course, you have to work your way into the Street Stock A division, but they have a B division that runs at 7 o'clock right before this. So the nice thing there is you can cut your teeth there. Of course, practice, of course, Supreme Sim race. And when you go in and you're looking for league races, just look where it says SSR. Jump in there, and if they really like you, they love how strong you're running, they may even ask you to join that team. Green flag out, 8-lap qualifier. It's heat race number 2. Todd Shaw, Ron Snyder at the front of the field. as we work lap number 1. Down the inside, Andrew Smith in the multicolored 719, Rob Shaw there, the white 519 on the outside, but it's going to be Todd Shaw showing the way. And down to the inside now goes Rob Shaw as he's trying to get to the inside of Ron Snyder for position number 2. Snyder's on the outside. You can see Rob Shaw right on Todd Shaw's bumper as they continue to work the bottom. Andrew Smith's hooked up down there. Lane Smith is the 5th car in line, the orange number 23.
From here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear.